Hello everyone. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Wine Bay region of Queensland, Australia. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be recreating this card here that I created for the Colour Inspiration Challenge number 156. It uses the Just My Type stamp set, which was in my stash quite quickly when the catalogue was released, because I'm a typist in a past life, and I learned to type on a manual typewriter, so I'm thinking, yes, I need that in my life. This is the inspiration photo, and it was chosen by our lovely crew member Jan. And as you can see, I've just gone like for like with the addition of this lovely vintage inked up embossed background, and we will show you how to do that in my video. Okay, I also used the Deckled circle dies. And for the colouring of my flowers, I've got a little box of tricks over here. Right, so for the colouring of my flowers, what I did is I stamped and then coloured with Real Red Stampin' Blends, darker in the centres and then lighter on the edges, on the outside edges. I did bring in, I haven't got Wink of Stella on this one, but I thought I might give it a little bit of wink on the one that I'm going to do for you today. We also need the Distress Tile 3D embossing folder, and what else do we need? Oh, the black and white gingham ribbon. There's a new black and vanilla in the current mini catalogue, September to December mini catalogue, which is also quite nice. But because our colours were black, white, the shaded spruce and the real red, I thought I would do the right thing and use the black and white gingham. And then the iridescent pearls, I've grabbed them for the centres of my flowers. Okay, now as per usual, I have done a little bit of prep beforehand. So for this card, you're going to need all my bits and pieces. I should probably leave that in there. I'm going to just take that away. So you need a card base in Real Red, and then I've done my first layer in basic white, which is a oh, is that just an 1/8 of an inch? I think that's just a little 1/8 of an inch smaller on two sides. And then a crumb cake layer, which again is another 1/8 of an inch smaller on two sides. And that just gives you these tiny little 1/16 of an inch borders. For those that like to use metric, I'd go down 1/2 centimetre on two sides, and then 1/2 centimetre again for the crumb cake. It might give you a wider border. By all means, just do whatever is your taste. Okay. I have stamped the typewriter image onto basic white, and I have die cut it out using, I think it's this one here, because I turned it upside down so I would know. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth from the sixth smallest, or sixth from the middle for my circle, but you can go larger if you would prefer. Again, it's your taste. I have stamped and fussy cut 2 lots of leaves and 2 lots of flowers, and I will color this and fussy cut that for you so you can see how we color that. And then it's just a matter of assembling. For the inside of my card, I've stamped the flower with the leaves using the challenge colors. I didn't put anything, I didn't embellish, put a little pearl in the center of that because it's on the inside. By all means, if you can, if you want to. I just thought it might damage the inside of the card if it had something there. Okay, all right, so to begin with, what I'd like to do is show you what I did with my crumb cake layer. And for this, I'm going to use the Craft White ink. Now, this is an old one, but when the new ones were released, I couldn't see the point of replacing one that was in perfectly working order. And all I did was just add a little bit of ink to the top. So the one with Stampin' Up on it, you need to put a little bit of ink, and I'm just going to take that out of the equation. Now, I have had a sneak peek of the next mini catalogue that's coming up in January, and we are getting a new brayering tool that would make this job so much easier, I have to say, and I can't wait. It's going to be one of the first things that I buy. All right, so adding a little bit of white ink. I'm going to close that up before that goes anywhere where I don't want it to go. We'll put this in here and we're going to close it. Now, because this is a 3D embossing folder, we need our base plate, we need our embossing folder, and we need the specialty plate, which is plate number 4. Just going to move that out the road, and we will bring our embossing Stampin' Cut and emboss machine in. Oops. Trying not to move that around too much because I don't want that to all smudge more than I need it to, and we're just going to wind that through. Okay, close that up. Sorry for all the noise. Okay, let's get that out the road. Okay, and then we're going to open up and we're going to have this really subtly colored, and that's the nature of the white ink. Really, I don't know whether my camera is picking that up, but it's just such a subtle color on there. All right, and we're going to let that dry because what the white craft ink does take a little bit longer to dry. So in the meantime, what I think we might do is color and fussy cut this flower. Okay, and it's easier to color before you fussy cut it all out. So I'm going to take the little nib end, and I'm just going to really go about a third of the way up with some lines, and then we're going to blend that in with the light. So that was the dark, and we're going to just blend all that in with the light, real red. I don't mind that though I haven't gone right to the end and there's that little bit of white showing. It just gives your petals just a little bit of highlight. There we go. All right, so that is colored, and we have our other flowers. Let's fussy cut this. Now, you either love or hate fussy cutting, but I have to say the Stampin' Up snips make it really easy, and it's just a matter of keeping your scissors pointing in the one direction and you're moving your cardstock. So there we go. There are our flowers. Everything else has been cut, so that's okay. So it's just a matter of now putting these down, and I like to just add a little bit of curl by just pulling them through my fingers. I'm just literally just pulling them through, holding on to this section here so they don't tear, and then with these, what you can do is just put them in the palm of your hand and get the top of your tombow and just add a little bit of curl that way. And again, they will flatten out, and especially if you put it in the post, they will flatten out. So now it's just a matter of arranging these where you want them to. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Sorry, I'm off camera. A little bit of glue. Let me just come forward, move forward a bit. Okay, and we're going to now. Now for these ones, I'm just adding, putting them directly onto the image there with glue, but then for the middle one, I decided that I would lift it up and use just a mini dimensional for that, just to give it a little bit of dimension. Okay. There we go. And yes, let's add a little bit of Winker Stella because we can. And I think this is a new bottle, new pen. So I'm just a little bit come on. Yeah. Just needs a little bit of persuasion. I'm a bit, I don't want to squeeze too hard because yep, it's going to drip everywhere, which is just what's happened. All right, so a little bit of I've probably gone way too much here because although a lot of you will say you cannot ever have too much Wink of Stella, but that is really beyond. Anyway, it's all good. We'll just let that dry. And where are our pearls? We grab our iridescent pearls and we will add some of the larger ones into the centers of those flowers. Oh, it's not sticking because there's so much Winker Stella there. Oops. Come on. Yep. That will teach me. There we go. All right, so we got those down with a little bit of persuasion. Okay, how's this going? So we're going to I might just add my dimensionals on the back of here, because and once again, you need at least, I would put at least 4 dimensionals on here and 1 in the center. Oops, that not in the center. Okay, I won't do that yet. So let's put the card together. I need some of my ribbon. And because I'm a little bit frugal, I leave my ribbon on the roll as I tie. And I have to go just a little bit gently here because this cardstock is just a little bit damp still. There we go. It's a bit twisted. Let's fix that up and get my snips. And we will, now, if you wanted to, oh, it's twisted at the back, but that's all right. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit of Terran tape. Probably should have checked that first before I tied the bow, but once we get it on the front of the card, you won't know. No one will know except for you and me. Just hold it in place there. I don't think I'm going to get that up in a hurry. There we go. Be nice. Because the cardstock's embossed, and it hasn't stuck. It hasn't stuck, like it's not level. You've got those tiny little grooves. It's just still grabbing, or hasn't grabbed in all the places. All right, so add a little bit of Tombow. And we will add this to our basic white layer. That is just a little bit wonky, because when you actually emboss cardstock, it does change the dimension of your cardstock, or the measurements of your cardstock. So we'll just take the tiniest little bit off each top and bottom. And we can stick that on for sure. Tombow is my choice when I use glue. Some people don't like the stickiness of it, but I just like the fact that I have wriggle time and I can get it to where I need it to be. Okay, all right, let's tidy this up a little bit here and here. Move that out the road. Move that out the road. So it's just a matter of adding this to the front now. And if you wanted to, you could add a sentiment. I haven't done so as yet. I will probably wait until I have an occasion. But speaking of such, this would make a great card to give to a work colleague. Oh, my pearls are dropping off. You know, like if you're especially if you're of the same age, they are all coming off because the Winker Stella's still wet. Yeah, so chances are that she also, or he also, learnt to type on a manual typewriter. All right, I am just going to try and get these to stick on. And even though the flowers are red and the foliage is green and it's quite Christmassy in the colours, there's no reason why you couldn't give this as a birthday card or, you know, any occasion really. Thank you. All right, there we go. And of course the inside I've already done. I've stamped and coloured my flowers and leaves as the front. Okay, and that's it. There's the first card. No Winker Stella. I probably will go in just very gently, see if I can get just a little bit of sparkle. Which has worked. I should have put the pearls on first. Put them on first and then added the Winker Stella, because there we go. Cool. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. Color Inspiration Challenge 156. And of course, I just took my inspiration directly from the photo and copied it, cased it, copy and share everything, or copy and yeah. You get the drift. Okay, guys, I will stop waffling. Have a great week, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good week, and hopefully I will see you all again next time. All right, bye for now.